Welcome to the Cinamaker Meeting Director webinar. My name is Daniel Flores, aka DTM. I am a 2D illustrator, and I'm an Adobe instructor teaching Photoshop, Illustrator, and InDesign. Okay, let me stop the music. There we go. Let's do that part again. Welcome to the Cinamaker Meeting Director webinar. My name is Daniel Flores, aka DTM. I am a 2D illustrator, and I'm an Adobe instructor teaching Photoshop, Illustrator, and Adobe Fresco. I am also a regular streamer to YouTube, Facebook, and Behance. Plus, for the past few years, I have used Cinamaker to produce Adobe Max digital art segments and a series of demos for Sketchable app, a drawing app on the Surface Pro. I really enjoy how easy it is to use Cinamaker on the iPad and the Mac. Now let's start with today's agenda. Today I am going to share a few things like what is the problem with meetings? What is Cinamaker Meeting Director? What does Meeting Director do? And then we'll go over some of the basic operations of using Meeting Director. Then finally, I will take a moment for some Q&A. So let's go ahead and get rid of this lower third because it's in my way. Thank you, lower third. Let's start with the problem of Zoom meetings. I'm sure there was already a lack of interaction between the presenter and the audience before we all started working from home, and our only engagement with others has been through our screens. We've come to expect a lot from our screens. Video and audio quality come to mind, and in some meetings, that is where we fall short, along with single camera angles and talking heads. Now, of course, your brand matters. So we can always add expensive professional tools to create dynamic presentations with the use of cameras, HDMI connections, and capture cards to captivate your audience and keep them engaged. However, we are here to add superpowers to your meetings. Now, what is Cinamaker Meeting Director? It is a fun, simple, and affordable way to connect your Mac, iPhones, and iPads to produce broadcast quality audio and video in your Zoom meetings. But how does Meeting Director help with those Zoom meeting problems? With Cinamaker Meeting Director, you can enhance your meetings with storytelling tools like multiple camera angles. Here's mine. Boom, what's up everybody? Yes, 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 I have another camera angle there. I like it. And I should have had my light on there. Let me go ahead and turn on that light because that light is important. There we go. So now I can go ahead and switch, and then now I do have the proper light. Perfect. Beautiful. I love it. Let's get back. You can add graphics, kind of like I did with my lower thirds, and you can add pre-recorded video and audio files. Now, who benefits from these superpowers? That's us. That's going to be you, me, anybody, and there it is. That's right. There it is. Boom, boom, boom. You, me, anyone who has something to share with and go beyond the expected, especially when we have an audience to engage. Today's Meeting Director demo will include how to bring a live meeting into Zoom with the Cinamaker virtual web camera and audio device. We will connect, monitor, and switch cameras with an iPhone and add rich media to my presentation like graphics, movie clips, and picture-in-picture. Okay, it's time for me to share my screen. I have a lot of devices going on here. So please keep in mind that my audio and video for this webinar is going through my main setup out to LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, and Zoom all together at the same time. However, I am going to switch to my demo setup where that audio is not connected to that demo setup, and so the audio and video will be out of sync. All right, now that we're done with that, let's go ahead and turn off all of these graphics. Boom, 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 just like that. And now I will go ahead and switch to my setup here. What's up? Oh, that looks good, Dan. What is going on here? I'll tell you what's going on. First of all, let's go ahead and take a tour of what we're looking at, and that is Cinamaker Meeting Director. Yes, that's good. All right. On the bottom of our screen, you can see that I have my monitors, my preview monitor. So there's me right here with an iPhone right there. And then that's my iPad. That is my iPad. And since you can see my screen, I know you can. Let me go ahead and make that bigger. Boom, bam. You can see that when I move my finger across my iPad, you can see it changing on the screen below. There it is. Look at that right there. That screen down there. Boom. That's it. That's my iPad. I like it. Nice. Because I'm a 2D illustrator. I'm always drawing and I'm sharing the contents of my screen. I can simply change which preview monitor goes live by selecting the preview monitor down below. Okay. But now I want to show you how simple it is to add a third camera, third video source. And so in this case, it will be the second camera and it will be the third video source that will go right there. Boom, so there's the phone, right? This is a normal iPhone, nothing over here, nothing over there. However, this iPhone is connected to the same Wi-Fi network as that iPhone up there and this iPad and the MacBook Air where I'm running my demo. I have downloaded Cinamaker Capture already to this iPhone here. And when I open Cinamaker Capture, I'm faced with two choices, audio or video. So I want to do a video. I want to go ahead and click on video. And boom, just like that, it should pop in. And then did I use the right? I think I did not click on the right thing. And that is my network ID. My network ID, it is the right network ID. Yes, it is. Oh, you know what? It is that Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi part I was talking about. I did not turn it on because I was using this phone for something else. All right, there it is. Okay, thank you, Wi-Fi. I appreciate you. Now I'll go ahead and turn on video. And a classic case of checking your Wi-Fi connection. There is the MacBook Air. And let me go ahead and select that video. Preview monitor, there it is, the MacBook Air. There goes the iPad and our setup. So let's go ahead and switch. Boom, there it is. All right, let's go ahead and adjust that. Perfect, there we go. And let's turn on this light. Let's go ahead and get us some extra light. Yes, all right. I like it. Look at that. Boom, just like that, we have three cameras. We have camera number one right here in front of me. I have a screen share source right here with my iPad. Beautiful. And then, of course, another camera. That looks good. That looks good. What's up? I should get another tripod that's a little higher. All right. And let's drop that down a little bit more. Boom. I like it. I like it. I like it. So now I have several cameras to choose from. Okay, so now let's go ahead and check our, boom, boom, boom. There it is. I'm going to check my audio selections because now that I brought in another camera, there's definitely going to be several audio sources happening here at the same time. So never mind this media, we'll come right back to it. There is the icon, the musical note icon to the right hand side, top right. And I will click on that. Boom, there it is. And as you can see, I am not getting any audio from any other device except for the phone that I just plugged in or that I just turned on and used Cinamaker Capture on. And it's showing me that it has audio coming through because the audio meter is moving. And of course, I have my slider somewhere in the middle. And if I bring that slider down, boom, then there's no audio there. I can then switch to my iPhone red up here in front of me, and now that is where my audio is coming in. Now, of course, you cannot hear the difference in any of these audio sources because this demo setup is not connected through audio. So let me go ahead and collapse this and let you know that Cinamaker offers lots of flexibility to bringing in audio not only from these iPhones, but also from professional cameras, mixers, and digital audio interfaces. Cool, cool, cool. I like it. Now we will return to our media, and let me go ahead and leave one of these on because might need it there. Go ahead, let's go back into our media, and now let's check out some of our details here in the media engine section. And as you can see, I already have a graphic. Boom, there goes our graphic. my picture-in-picture setup that you saw when I first got here. Look at that. Look at that. I love it. And then, of course, I do have a video down below. So there it is. This picture is complete. So as I'm drawing and doing things, look at that. Oh, my gosh. Yes, I'm capturing my screen share from my iPad, and you can see me all at the same time as I'm doing my presentation. And so, of course, it has to update. There's a whole lot of details here. Oh, yes, I was drawing Biggie. Anybody remembers Biggie? There we go. Boom. Biggie Smalls. Got it. All right. That's part of my Scully's collection. Okay, so now, how do we add more media here, Dan? What is this process? So let's go ahead and explore the process with a couple of things. Number one, I don't want to keep this green, and it just stopped because I heard me talking about it. I don't want to keep this green video. I want a different color video. So let's bring another video in here. Let's go ahead and on the right hand side, and let's just go ahead and turn this off. So over here, there is a button that says Add Media. So let's go ahead and click on Add Media. Boom, boom, boom. And let me make sure that I have everything that I need on this side. Got it. Add Media. So we have several options here that we can follow to add different kinds of media, including image, movie, text, picture-in-picture, audio, and even creating a group, which is what I have done down below. So let's go ahead and add a movie. I want a movie, Dan, because that movie, that green movie, it's okay. So let's go ahead and add a movie. Look for your files in your local storage. There's the green movie right there. I don't want that one. I want a different one. So click on import, and we're going to go through our files. Now we're looking through our files, and where is my, oh, there it is. That's the movie I want. Yes, so let's go ahead and click open. It's going to bring in that movie into the Cinamaker, and then we can click, boom, boom, boom. Click on my movie, got it. Click on done, I like it. And now I want to expand that movie to take over the full screen. Where you at? Let me see that hand and that hand. I like doing cool stuff. So let's click on that expand button. There it is. You can see me, yeah, right there, down there. Boom, click on it. Boom, it took over the whole screen. So let me go ahead and just tap these two things. There it is, and click on save. So now you can see my movie up here, and I can turn it on by clicking the eyeball and pressing play. What I didn't pay attention to is this other part. Let me go ahead and let's see if I can click on loop video. Yes, there it is, got it. So now you don't see it right now, except for when I turn on camera 2. Bam, there it is, that's my video. All right, so let's go ahead and organize this. I'm gonna click and drag this down. Boom, there it is. Turn on my picture-in-picture setup. Oh, I know what happened. Okay, and then there it is. So that was it. I did it differently than I had it before. There we go, right there was 1. I need it on 1. All right, so I go from this camera to my iPad to my setup. So the setup that we just went through was to add a movie, bring that movie in, and so when I turn on my picture-in-picture setup, I have a background. So picture-in-picture, we don't want that background where you can kind of see me. I see you. Let me see, where's the eyeball? Right there. I see you, not that one. Let's turn on the video, and there we go. We got a nice clean setup, and I like the blue purple one because it has more of a color coordination with my background. I like it. Nice, nice, nice. So there it is. That is how we bring a video. So let's go ahead and explore one more thing. Media, let's go ahead and click on media, add image here, files, and there it is. Where's my image sample? There we go. Click on open, bring it in, and now I have the option of clicking and dragging and bringing it to a corner, or pinch and zoom. Go ahead and pinch and zoom to change the size. And if I wanted to change the size by clicking and dragging on the corner, I can do that. Or I can rotate the image if I wanted to. Whoa. There it is. That's the old Star Trek. I forgot. It's called Jelly. Some effect of the word jelly was in there. In any case, let's go ahead and click add a border. Add that purple there. Boom, boom, boom. There it is. And see if I can straighten it out a little bit. Nah, it's okay. Let's do it crooked. Click on save. And now I can turn all this off. And when I'm ready to bring in my image, I say, yeah, yes, jackety schmackety, I am DTM. And there is my old office. Boom, looking good, DTM. I like that. All right. So I just showed you how to bring in some media files into our media engine. I have one more thing to go over, and then it's time for Zoom. All right, so let me see. Boom, boom, boom. There it is, and I like it. Okay, cool. When I'm bringing in video sources into Cinamaker, not only can you use your iPhone and iPad as a video source, but you can also share your screen from a second device. And in this case, it is an iPad that I'm sharing my screen from. And you can also do the same when working with a computer. So there is Cin.io right here. That is an app that I'm using right now. So I want you to check out my Cin.io video on the YouTube channel for Cinamaker Studio, where we go over all the different options on how we can use Cin.io. Okay, so now I could go on and on. Of course, I could go on and on about the many things that Meeting Director has to create engaging meetings. But let's go ahead and talk about the Zoom meetings. And of course, there's Zoom waiting for us. So let's go ahead and start that meeting, because Zoom says that we need to have a meeting. They want to join. They want to join in on the fun. All right, so let's go ahead and bring in. There it is. Let's go ahead. I turned on the meeting, and there we go. And of course, you can see my beard because it is using the webcam from this computer. What's up, everybody? How you doing? Are we ready to go over your homework? Yeah, because that's how I talk about in my meetings. We talk about art. So let's go ahead and check our settings that are gonna give us these Cinamaker superpowers into our Zoom meetings. All right, let's go. So of course, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to look at my beard. There it is. Boom, boom, pretty. As we pay attention to our settings. Now that's not a bad camera. I mean, when you have enough light, the cameras look okay. But we want to bring in Cinamaker into our Zoom meetings. So we already have Cinamaker going. Let's go ahead and turn on our setup. There it is. We know this is the setup that we want in Zoom. We have our audio. We're ready to go. Okay, so first things first, pay attention by hovering over your Zoom window, and you will see your icons down below. One icon you want to check out is that video icon. And when you click on the arrow, you will be able to see where your video source is coming from. And we want to select Cinamaker. Let me see if I can match it. Boom. Right there. There it is. That's what we want. We want Cinamaker virtual web camera. Click on it. Just like that. We have Cinamaker video coming in from Cinamaker into Zoom. So now we have this awesome production right here, and we're the cool kids on the block. I like it. Now we're only halfway there, because we also need people to hear us. As you can tell, this microphone is green, I mean. So let me check and see where my audio is coming from. There we go, MacBook Air microphone. But it's gonna be out of sync if we don't select Cinamaker audio device. So let's go ahead and click on Cinamaker audio device. And now the audio that's coming into our Zoom meeting is coming in from over there, from Cinamaker. And of course, you want to be able to hear your participants in your Zoom meeting. So you want to check the speaker that is going to give you that audio. And in my case, I use headphones, because I like to keep it simple. So I'll put in some headphones, bam, 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 and select the headphones right there in my menu. Very good. Awesome. So let's leave it for that on the MacBook Air speakers for now. So there it is. With those two settings selected, Cinamaker virtual webcam and Cinamaker audio device, we're able to bring in video from Cinamaker into Zoom and audio from Cinamaker into Zoom so they can see us and they can hear us and everything that we do in Cinamaker. So let me go ahead and just minimize or make this a little bit smaller. Can I do it? Can I do it? Yes, I can. There it is. Boom, boom, boom. Whenever I switch things, on Cinamaker, we will have the same switch here in Zoom. And now you are cinemaking. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Now, I've been cinemaking for a few years, and I'm still excited to produce broadcast quality streams. Now I get to add these superpowers to my meetings with an app that is simple to use, plus includes high quality tools and graphics, as you can switch between the different cameras, boom, 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 turn off and on the rich media. Let's go ahead and do that. Boom, bam, there we go. Play pre-recorded video files and flex these brand new superpowers. The engagement and value of this meeting will have a bigger impact with your audience. Okay, so what do we need to get started? Let me go ahead and switch gears over here. Boom, here we go. I'm back here, Dan. What's up? I do look a little extra red. All right. So just checking the messages. Keep in mind that we will have a moment for some Q&A. So let's go ahead and, oh, I know what happened. There's a notification on my phone that I didn't notice when I started. Okay, so what do we need to get started, Dan? Well, let's go because we want answers. We want to use the hardware. We need to use the hardware that you already own. Your Mac for Meeting Director, and for cameras, we have your webcam and iPhones. That is how I'm running my setup right now. We'll also need the software. You're gonna need Cinamaker Meeting Director, available for free from cinamaker.com right now. Cinamaker Capture is available for your iPad and iPhones, free from the App Store. Download to your iPhone, start using it as a camera. Boom, all for free, yes. And of course, you already have Zoom, because some of you, that's how you're looking at watching this stream right now. Like I said, we are on Facebook, what did I say? Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and in Zoom. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Technology is super good. All right, that's how we're talking to each other right now through Zoom. So you want to make sure you check your Zoom settings. And lastly, make sure you have a strong Wi-Fi connection to support your connected devices. Remember earlier when I turned on my iPhone, it was not on the Wi-Fi network. The Wi-Fi was off actually. And so I had to turn it on in order for it to communicate and connect. So your iPhones, iPads, and the Mac must be on the same powerful Wi-Fi network connection. All right, so now if you remember one thing from today's stream or today's webinar, then please remember this. Cinamaker Meeting Director is a free to get started and test these new superpowers in your Zoom meetings right now. Engage your audience with the power of rich media and graphics, pre-recorded video, and different camera angles. Was up, and I should have just moved this to where it should go. Let's see. There it is. Oh yeah. Boom. This is good. I don't like that corner, so let's move it back. All right, right there. Boom. There it is. Nice, nice. All right. Bam. You can add rich media and graphics, play pre-recorded video, and get your different camera angles. You will enjoy broadcast quality audio and video for free. Subscription and support starts at $9.99 a month or $79.99 a year. All right, so now is your turn. Go ahead and download Meeting Director for free. Download Capture on your iPhone for free. Install Zoom. Select Cinamaker Virtual Web Camera as your video source. And now you're cinemaking. I will take a breath and open the floor for questions. And I do see a question here, so let's go ahead and select my graphic. Bam, boom. Jay Boy, what's up? I'm glad you joined us today. Do you use a plugin for Zoom to recognize Cinamaker? Yes. No, hold on, wait a minute. No, and I need to explain that a little bit more. Cinamaker, why not? Why don't we talk about Cinamaker for a second? If you're still there, and if not, I'm sure I'll direct you to the point where I share more about Cin.io. Cin.io is an amazing technology that Cinamaker has incorporated as part of their Cinamaker family of apps. Cinamaker Capture on your iPhone and iPad, Cinamaker Director on your iPhone, on your iPad or Mac, and Cinamaker Meeting Director, which is just for Mac, and that's what we're talking about today. Cinamaker Meeting Director. So Cinamaker Meeting Director and Cinamaker Director Studio are two very similar apps. There it is, Cinamaker Multicam Studio. The biggest difference between Cinamaker Director and Cinamaker Multicam Studio is that Cinamaker Meeting Director does not have that red button that is for streaming, recording, and then it does not have the live editor. Meeting Director is strictly to produce your broadcast quality content and send it out to Zoom. Okay, got it. Now, let me go ahead and just get rid of that. Boom. So now, Cin.io is the companion component that is going to give us my screen share from this iPad. And what I remember from J-Boy question before is that he is running all kinds of content on the iPad and wants to bring that content into Cinamaker. So Cin.io works on an iPad and it works on a Mac. Let me see if I can do this because I don't want to mess up my stream. All right. So let's just, but because and the NDI plugin to get to OBS. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. Let's go ahead. Yep. Okay. So here's the first part. Cin.io from the iPad. Here's how you get access to it. Number one, you have to download Cinamaker Capture. And let me go ahead and pop in my stuff. Here it is. You have to download Cinamaker Capture to your iPad. It has to be in your iPad. Boom. Got it. We got it, right? Second thing is your network ID has to match so that it connects and it's on the same Wi-Fi network. The way I'm able to bring in this iPad screen to Cinamaker is by dragging it from the top right corner on my screen, and it's going to interrupt it if I do this. So let's, why not? And I click and hold that record button. So let me go ahead and stop it. It's gonna close. It's just closed. So let's go ahead and click and hold that record button. You get a pop-up menu, and I select Cin.io. I've selected Cin.io from the iPad. Click on Start Broadcast, and you will see it pop in on the spot where I left off. Boom! There it is! Oh my gosh. Let me start Cinamaker and Director on my iPad. Start a new session. I don't have any cameras to add, but let me show you those NDI settings that we were talking about. Because Jay Boy is also asking, how can I get my Cinamaker content production from Cinamaker out to a second device by using NDI? Oh my God. Let's go to the menu on Cinamaker Director Studio. Go to the settings. Boom. And let me see. So it's not available on this iPad. Let me see. Not on the iPad. Okay, cool. No worries. So let's move it along. And let me show you where we do have it. So let me go ahead and exit the session. You're not going to see me. And actually, you will see me because it's back in Zoom. Let's go ahead and open up Cinamaker Director Multicam Studio on the Mac. So no NDI options on the iPad version of Cinamaker Director. And so let's go ahead and bring in Director Studio. See, they look very similar. And if you want to know more about Cinamaker Director Studio, join me on Thursdays at 11 a.m. where I go through a lot of different features and functions about Cinamaker Director Studio. So there we go. We're gonna get our phones to connect. Let me see. I think I have the wrong. Let's see, 009. There it is. Oh yeah, it's the wrong number. So let's go ahead and fix that so that my phones can recognize this app. Oh, before we go in there, this is the part that we need. That's right. Not inside, but on the outside. Here's where you go through the settings. Down here, boom, and there it is. There it is. 1, 2, 3. And the third line, it says NDI source. I can turn that on. Boom. Go back to Cinamaker. Start my new session. And if you have an NDI, oh yes, I have all kinds of layers here. If you have a device that picks up NDI, then you'll be able to pick up Cinamaker. So let me go ahead and play around on this screen over here. I can see it. Let me see which one is which. Cinamaker Air program out. Is it going to give it to me? Yes. So now I am back. Okay, so I am going to switch. And this, this is Cinamaker, my main streaming is picking up Cinamaker, my demo, NDI. Because Cinamaker Director Studio will pick up NDI sources. And right now I made my Cinamaker over here, this Cinamaker, I made this Cinamaker and create an NDI stream out, and then I picked it up with my main setup. It's a little complicated, and I probably need to have several devices that we can all keep look at and see what's happening, because it's not complicated, but it can get there. All right, gotcha. So only from desktop, I would have to configure your OBS to pick that NDI source. Correct. And in OBS, there is a source for NDI. You just have to download the plugin. Just do a Google search for OBS NDI plugin, and you will find it. It's free. It's on GitHub, and you can download that into your OBS. And so yes, you can use Cinamaker setup like I have it now. I have a whole setup going on here, and then that in itself can go out NDI, and then OBS will pick it up. And that's useful when you are using PC machines. If you are using a Mac and you have Mac computers and iPads, then all of it can work together all on Cinamaker Director Studio. And if you want, for today's purpose, it's the meetings, so Cinamaker Meeting Director. It will work for your meetings, and you have up to 8 sources. So let me go ahead and click on this up here and show you my 8 sources. I don't have 8 cameras on right now, but there it is. And I can add more cameras. There we go. There goes my FaceTime camera. So boom, right now I have 4 sources going on just like that. Bam. So if you can and have a Mac and or an iMac, or it's all Mac related, then you only need Cinamaker Director Studio. If you are combining devices and machines, then yes, NDI and OBS is perfect. But listen, Jay boy, get with me anytime and let me know if you have any other questions. As a matter of fact, here is my contact information. Please stay in touch and let me know if you have any questions on Cinamaker Meeting Director or Cinamaker Director Studio. For more info on the features and functions of Cinamaker, visit the Learning Center in the Start Screen menu or at cinamaker.com. And please join the Cinamaker Facebook group and share your streaming questions. Find and follow Cinamaker on Instagram or Twitter at Cinamaker app. Like and subscribe Cinamaker Studio on YouTube, where we share demos and tutorials to level up your live streams. And touching back on that Cinamaker Facebook group, that is where you'll see a lot of interactions, where if you have a question related to streaming and Cinamaker, I will find the time to go ahead and squeeze in a little video that touches on those things. So we should probably get together later, and and yes, ask me any more questions you want. So let's go ahead and see if you're around right after the stream. Okay, get in touch with me anytime. I welcome your questions, suggestions, and comments at dan@cinamaker.com. Until next time, I'm DTM, and I'll see you there.